Hello everyone, it's Maggie's Recap. Today I'm gonna tell you about the movie called Raw, released in 2016. The French are again reclaiming the title of the most extreme movie producers in the horror genre. Watch out, there are gonna be spoilers. Raw was described by critics as one of the hardest, darkest, and most piercing horrors of recent years, in which psychology and sadism are roughly equal. Movie shows cannibalism in all the details, so people with unstable psyche better close their eyes and go to another room, and then turn off the computer altogether. Raw is not just a horror story, it's a feature film that very metaphorically reveals a teenage drama of growing up, misunderstanding, asserting yourself, fighting rage of hormones, and finding out who you really are and where is your place. Director Julie Ducournau made a very violent movie where uncontrolled desire to consume human flesh mixes with the metaphorical and symbolic parable about teenage sexuality and growing up. This movie doesn't justify anyone or anything, it just documents the duality of existence, highlighting that very often it's impossible to figure out who is the predator and who is the victim. The movie starts with a view on a quite calm road. Then a young girl shows up in the middle of the road and right in front of the moving car. It's clear from the beginning that there is no real attempt to kill herself. Then the scene is suddenly replaced by the other events. If you feel, even for a moment, that this movie can be predicted, then I dare to disappoint you. It is absolutely impossible to do. The scenes has been changed and now we meet 18-year-old Justine, about whom we need to know two things. She, like her whole family, is an absolute vegetarian. And the second is that the girl has become quite mature, graduated from the school, and going to a college to become a veterinarian. It is her departure that will change her whole life, and this is where the whole chaos begins. When she arrives, as all new students, she has to pass through an initiation process, a cruel tradition that students of this university are following. Each of the new kids has to choose the way they will go and determine a place in the society. But Justine feels out of sorts. She is not interested into joining any communities or groups. And here the viewer first sees Alexia, Justine's sister, who was unable to meet the girl when she's just arrived to the college. Alexia gives her a tour of the campus, and we learn that their parents went to the same college. Further events happen very fast and violently and extremely realistic. One of the rituals of initiation is eating a raw rabbit kidney. Of course, Justine doesn't like this ritual. She, as all her family, doesn't consume meat and doesn't support the whole idea of killing alive creatures. But Alexia, it turns out, has long betrayed the family vegetarian ideals and therefore began to pressure her sister. Justine hates her sister, so she quickly agrees to the ritual. The girl managed to taste the raw meat for the first time. She didn't like the new taste at all. But more importantly, her body has immediate and weird response to it. Her stomach groans from a constant sense of hunger. Her whole body covers with an unknown itching rush. It seems that this is how all vegetarians should feel after eating a piece of meat. So poor girl has got both mental and physical torments. In the morning, the doctor diagnoses Justine food poisoning, prescribes her a rash cream and says that the worst is over. But no such luck. The girl notices a sharp increase in the appetite. She wants to eat all the time. She knows what she needs, but cannot accept the desire. She manages to steal meat from the dining room, but she does not dare to eat it, so it falls into the garbage. Justine fights herself every day and every moment. She blames her sister for pursuing her to try the raw rabbit. Justine is constantly surrounded by this temptation. In the dining room, when she looks in the refrigerator, even when she just rides with a friend on the bus, she sees a horrible car accident from the window, and she cracks. She can't resist anymore and starts eating raw meat non-stop. She even accidentally chews her own hair and realizes how everything is gross. Alexia decides to help her little sister with an ablation in the bikini area. She takes a big scissors, but Justine touches her hand and Alexia accidentally cuts off her own finger. Alexia passes out from the pain. Justine calls an ambulance, which will arrive only in 15 minutes. There is no working freezer in the room. Justine can't resist the temptation, so she starts eating her sister's finger. Alexia comes to her senses and sees it all. In the hospital, Alexia has to lie to their parents. She says that Quickie, the dog, ate a finger. Parents make a decision to put Quickie down. Alexia didn't lie because she had family feelings. No, she also keeps a big secret. Remember the first scenes of the movie where the girl on the road? That was Alexia. She had the same unkillable desire to eat raw human flesh as her sister. Alexia has already accepted that, but Justine is still trying to fight her craving to meat. She denies that it is a problem. Alexia tells Justine that by her own experience, girl won't be able to resist long. Yesterday vegetarian succumbs to the lure and goes hunting for human flesh. Seemingly modest and decent girl, today she has stepped on the dark path. She's choosing self-destruction, harming others, and destroys all her principles and beliefs. Justine's transformation is almost over, and she's already found her place in the college and life. The sisters walk along the highway, and Alexia forces Justine to hide on the side of the road in order for her to stand in front of the car and thus provoke the accident. The car, to avoid hitting Alexia, crashes into the nearest pole. Justine crawls from hiding, heads to the car and sees Alexia eating the flesh of one of the passengers of the car. The girl is trying her best to stop her sister. There is a party at the dorm where Justine lives. The girl walks in there and makes out with some guy, kisses him and unconsciously bites off a piece of his lower lip. Then she's having sex with her friend Adrienne. She struggles with the urge to really bite him during their sex. Instead, she bites her own hand. Then there is another party where Justine drinks too much alcohol. Alexia takes advantage of this and takes her unconscious sister to the morgue, where her animal reflex and reactions to raw meat are filmed. The next morning, Justine wakes up and realizes that she had drunk too much. She can't remember anything from the last night. But because of Alexia's video, the girl has become the local sensation and topic for discussion number one. Video where she reveals her true taste preferences becomes viral. Who's to blame for the girl drinking too much? Emotions run high, and first Justine fights with Adrienne, who has shown her the video. She accuses him for not stopping Alexia from making this horrible video of her. Then she fights heavily with her sister. Other students break their fight apart. The sisters realize that the situation between them is terrible and that they need to do something about it. So they go to Justine's room to have a talk and heal the wounds and make peace. But the next day something happens that no one has expected. Justine wakes up early in the morning next to Adrienne, but he will never wake up again. Someone ate a part of his body at night. Who did this? Justine is crying and yelling at Adrienne's body that he should have resisted her. But it's not Justine who is responsible for his death. She didn't eat him while he was sleeping. It was Alexia. Justine realizes that her sister is dangerous and needs to be stopped, locked in the room. She tells everything to their parents. Alexia is taken to an asylum and Justine and her parents visit her. Then the mystery is revealed to the girl. Their passion for the raw meat is hereditary. It has passed to them from their mother. The father raises his shirt and shows his daughter scars in the form of the bites all over his body. He fully supports the girl and says that if he and her mother have found a way out, then she can definitely find it too. He's confident that Justine will figure it all out and be fine. Of course, the movie is not for everyone. Also, the director made the film female in its essence. But everything that happens there remains unsaid in order to be able to feel it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the new videos. Press the like button if you enjoyed the retelling. And of course, write in the comments what do you think about the movie and how do you resist your temptations. And please don't start a holy war on all the vegetarian and stuff. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.